Static balance. So what does that mean? We're standing in one place, weight on one leg, weight on both legs, one leg or the other. And the whole idea is we're standing still and we're staying balanced. With both feet on the floor, that's not a big deal. But if you should slip and have this foot slide away, being able to maintain your balance on one foot is an excellent thing. I'm Jack Godfrey, and this is Southdale Wellness. I record a beginner Tai Chi video once a week, typically on Fridays. And so this is it. Today, we're focusing on 2 or 3 of the movements within the Yang Style 24 form, which helps with balance. We've had a series of videos going on with where we're talking about better bones, better balance, reducing our risk of falling, reducing our risk of breaking a bone. And there's a lot of movements in Tai Chi, in Qigong, in yoga, which is going to help with this. So today, we're focusing on static balance. Weight in one leg with either the foot on the floor or off the floor. And we're holding in place. So that's the whole idea of the static balance. There's a whole lot of movements in Tai Chi where we're, as the name implies, moving from place to place. And that's more an issue of dynamic balance. Today, we're going to be looking at 3 postures which revolve around static balance, holding in place. So I'm going to back up here so we can have a look at the whole body from the head to the toes. And then we'll get on with what we're up to. So the 3 movements we're going to look at today are white crane spreads wings, heel kick, right heel kick, left heel kick, and golden rooster stands on one leg. So from the point of view of standing still and being a static posture, white crane spreads wings and golden rooster stands on one leg are definitely static. But the one in the middle, right heel kick, there's a spot in the middle where we're of that particular movement, where we're holding still with all the weight on one leg. So that's the bit we're going to focus on today. So white crane spreads wings. We're here, so put the weight on this leg. And we put this one forward. And then this stance is called an empty stance because there's no weight on this foot here. And so just the toes, just the ball of the foot are touching. And you could lift it up and nothing's happening because all the weight's on this leg. So empty stance just by itself is an excellent technique to work on balance. But then we add the arms to this. So you bring the top hand back, you bring the back hand back. Both arms are bent. So we're not doing this, nor are we doing that. So this arm comes up and bends over the top of the head. This arm, the elbow comes out and the hand comes in towards the sides of the body. We lift the ribs, we pull the belly button in, we gaze to the horizon, and we focus on just having a little bit of weight on this foot here. All the weight's on, obviously, on the other leg. And now we come down, you draw this foot in, we shift the weight over here. And we bring the other foot forward. So an empty stance without doing anything. Or you bring this hand up high, you bring this hand back here. We lift the ribs, we lift the chin. Make sure there's only a little bit of weight in the, well, in my case, this is the right foot. There's only a little bit of weight in that right leg. Pull the top hand back, pull the bottom hand back, lift the ribs, gaze to the horizon. White crane spreads wings. And now, so you draw this foot in, you bring this hand down the center line. You bring this hand down the center line as well. And now all the weight's over on this leg. You bring this hand up, you bring this hand back, you step forward. Ball of the foot touches the floor, toe touches the floor. We lift the ribs, we gaze to the distance. So this is a static balance posture. White crane spreads wings where we still have the toes on the floor, but only a little bit of weight here. And then you draw the foot in. We come down here. And we could be back into the same one, but we want to be over here on the other side. So you put the arm that's high, that leg has the weight. Bring the other foot forward like so. And now draw that foot in. Big circle with the arms. And even I, lose my balance from time to time. Pull the belly button in. Engage the core muscles. Lift this leg. Just let it touch every now and then, just to reassure yourself. This leg, the knee is slightly bent. Now we'll do one more on the other side. So you draw the foot in, shift the weight. Big circles with the arms. We step forward. And we're here like so. And now we'll just have a look at it from behind. So we're here like so. This hand is high, which means this leg has the weight. This hand is in here. We pull the hand back. We push the hand back. Lift the ribs. Put all the weight on this leg. Step forward. White crane spreads wings. Then draw the foot in. We shift the weight. We shift the arms. And we're here. Once again, this leg has just enough weight to provide a little bit of balance. All the weight is in the leg that has the arm high. And now, the next one we're going to look at is right heel kick, left heel kick, box ears. They all involve lifting a leg up in the air momentarily and then moving on from there. So, put the left foot forward a little bit. We gather fish, scoop fish from a barrel. We put all the weight on the left leg. You bring the hands up like this. Now, the part I wanted to focus on is this bit here where you lift the leg. And from here, we would actually do the kick. So you come here, you gather the fish, and we kick like so. Then we draw the legs back. And we would do box ears. So the bit that you want to focus on is gather fish from the barrel, put the weight on this leg, and draw the other one up. So as the hands come up, the knee comes up, and we're here. And if we need to touch the floor, well, we can do that as well. Then you lift the foot up, we touch the floor, we lift the foot up, and then we could do the kick. But we're looking at the static part of this. So let's shift the weight to the other leg. So once again, gather fish from the barrel. And this is the fish. So we lift that fish up and we hold here. Now, as you can see, I have a bit of the wobbles as well. This happens to everybody pretty well all the time. Some people less than others. But as we get older, our balance gets more challenged, and we need to keep challenging it by finding opportunities to balance on one leg. So here we are, all the weights on this leg. We gathered fish from the barrel, and we lift this fish up. You could stay here, just with the toe touching. You could lift the knee up. But one of the key here is keep this hip stationary. So you want to engage your core muscles as well. Lift the toe, lift the knee, and hang out here. And make sure for this foot that's on the floor that you have the weight centered between the front of the foot and the back of the foot. You bend the knee a little bit. Sink the foot into the earth. Lift the toe. We're hanging out here. Tuck the tailbone in. Pull the belly button in. So we're engaging the core muscles. We have the weight centered over the foot. And then we lift this without lifting the heel. Sorry, without lifting the hip. So you want to lift the knee and keep the hip stationary. And if we need to touch the floor, well, we do that. We do what we need to do to keep balance here. So we shift the weight, gather fish from the barrel, lift the knee, pull the belly button in, keep the hips stationary, and we hang out here. Arms are crossed, and eventually we would do left heel kick. And we bring the foot down. So we can switch from side to side here. Gather fish from the barrel. Lift the knee without lifting the hip. Engage the core muscles. Pull the toes up. And we bring the foot down. And we go to the opposite side. So gathering fish. As we lift the hands, we come to the toe. We lift the knee without lifting the hip. We hang out here. And we let the hands come down. Now, this one, we definitely have the leg off of the floor. But if our balance is a bit challenged and we're wobbling around, well, we can touch as often as we want to. And make sure that we're establishing that foundation, sinking into the earth, pulling the belly button in, engaging the core, sinking into the ground, sinking into the earth so we're planted firmly. Keep the hips stationary as we lift the knee. Lift the toes as well. Now, we're going to look at Golden Rooster stands on one leg. Then I want to talk about what's going on with our ankles while we're balancing on one foot. So Golden Rooster stands on one leg, follows right after White Crane snakes through the grass. So we have this leg here. This hand is pushing down. This hand is drawing up as we lift the leg up. So Golden Rooster follows snakes, creeps through the grass. And we come up like this. And so this guy comes up and this one stays down. And we balance here as long as we are comfortable with. So Golden Rooster stands on one leg. A lot of similarity to right and left heel kick in the sense that the leg is lifted, but the hands are in different places. So let's do it on the other side. So this weight here, once again, check the toes, check the heel. You root into the earth. Engage the quadriceps, glutes, abdomen. Keep the hips stationary. So this hand pushes down to the earth. This one pulls the knee up. And we're here like so. And if you find your balance is a bit challenged, well, you can touch the toe and then lift up. And we're here. And we come on down. And once we'll do one more on each side. Let's have a look from the side. So this hand pushes down. This one lifts up. And we gaze to the horizon. And let's look at the other leg. We're here. And now, talk about the ankle. If you may have noticed, my ankle was busy, wobbling all over the place. And so what we're doing here, another benefit is, well, this is obviously load bearing as well. And we're putting stress on the ankle and on the leg that has all the weight. And this is helping over time to help increase bone density. But as well, what it is doing is strengthening the muscles around the ankle joint, the lower leg, the foot, the ankle. And as I'm here, rooting into the earth, lifting the knee and wobbling around, keeping my balance, staring off into the distance, the ankle is switching forward and back, side to side. The muscles in the leg are busy, moving the torso around a little bit. We have all the muscles in our core engaged to keep the torso stationary. All of these things are working on helping to keep us balanced, but also they're putting stress on the bones and helping us increase bone density. So there you have it, 3 movements which can help with balance and as a side benefit, help increase bone density as well. So White Crane spreads wings. Heel kick. And Golden Rooster stands on one leg. Perhaps the most challenging of these is Golden Rooster, stands on one leg, because you're holding here as long as you can, but it's the same basic movement in right, left heel kick. You gather fish, we're here, and then we kick to the side and we come back and down. So that's it for today. Static balance with a couple movements from the Yang style 24 form. Thank you for coming. We'll see you next time.